Hi, I'm JB. For those of you who don't know who I am Land Smash's Supreme Commander. Land Smash being, of course, a long-running LAN party event in Brisbane. And we just had Winter Smash. Winter Smash is sort of our middle of the year event, and it was a great success, I think. Everyone overall, from all the feedback I got from on the forums and emails, etc., and just talking to people on the day, it was great event. For me personally, it was sort of coming off the tail end of 3 major events, and I just wanted to give a shout out. Thanks to my lovely wife, Cara, for letting me travel around Australia, going to all these crazy LAN events and helping out with that. So needless to say, I was very tired coming into Winter Smash, very drained, and as a consequence of that, I didn't have a lot of prep time in terms of getting everyone hyped up for the event. But it didn't matter. It turned out everyone was sort of wanting to come out. PC gamer-wise, it was a very PC-centric LAN this time around. We didn't get the support of the ACL guys because... which ACL, of course, being sort of Xbox, Halo, COD, they were all very drained. Venza and the rest of them from the weekend previous, which we helped out in Sydney. So there wasn't much sort of support from the Halo side, but just as well, I think, because we were sort of swamped with the PC side of things this time around. Just want to give out shout outs to Vans for lending the Vans for made it really easy for me to grab all the gear on Friday and bring it over to the venue. For those of you who don't know, I've got a little Honda Jazz, and it takes about 5 trips to get all the gear from all the LAN Smash stuff to the venue. With the Vans van, it took 1. So and my Jazz holds a lot, but that thing is just crazy. So thank you, Nick. I know you felt bad for not being able to come to the event, but man, you were really tired, man. I know how you felt from the Sydney event. So, but don't worry, we're going to get more Halo support, I think, come September. So thanks for that. Yeah, as I said, Saturday went really well. A lot of PC gamers, had I think over 150 or so just PC gamers. Pretty much filled out all we had in tables there at the event. The shout outs to Stew Dog and Co for setting up the network. It was awesome. I only had a few little minor issues and got them ironed out real quick. I think we finally licked the internet issues that we were having, because as you know, if you're a PC gamer, you need Steam, and Steam needs to be on the net all the time. So we've only got a limited pipe there at the venue, so we had to make do with what we can. It's sort of been dogging us now for the past couple of events to try and find a solution that works. I think we finally found it. So we had, with the summer camp specials on, there were massive amounts of patches and etc. that were being downloaded, and it through all the gamers, and I think it went really well. I think everyone was able to get online, people were able to get their unlocks and TF2, etc. It all worked fairly well. So I think I'm going to be sticking with that type of solution in the future. Still having some issues in terms of games like StarCraft, etc. that need really dedicated internet for each player, so we're going to work on that for future events. But overall, I think it went fairly well. This time round, shout outs to Nob and a bunch of other guys. I can't remember your name, sorry, but you guys brought these dedicated sort of Virtua On. For those who don't remember Virtua On, it was like a Sega arcade, mech smashing game, and the Nob and Co. He made these sort of console setups with dedicated Virtua On sticks and stuff like that. It was just fantastic. And so we ran a little single limb tournament on the Saturday, which was great. We found some prizes, some random prizes to give away with that, which was a lot of fun. Really fun tournament. Nob, of course, since he owned the consoles, he came on top, but he was cool enough to not accept any of the prizes and giving them to second and third instead. And so shout outs to Knob. We really appreciate that Virtuon setup. Just seeing people from the community bring in games and setups that they really love. I mean, that's what really Land Smash is about. Land Smash is about sort of trying to connect gamers who really love what they do. And I think that was a great example of that. This guy, he told me that he was keen to buy the full arcade setup, but the cost of that was enormous just for one. And he figured that, well, with the money that he could spend on one, he could make his own, custom Xbox setups, and that's what he did. So shout outs for that. And he really turned a lot of heads with those setups, man. We had the TF2 3v3 arena as well, and thanks to Master Sil, who ran that tournament quite well. We used Challenge, of course. I think we've just made it the de facto standard now for all of our tournament setups. Challenge is just a web-based sort of tournament bracket maker. Makes things really easy, and all the brackets are, they're online now. You can check them out. And so thanks to Master Sil for that. It ran fairly smoothly. We ran it like a Swiss style. Basically, it's kind of like a round robin. It just means that noobs like me who get smashed can keep on playing. And it went quite well. Had a whole bunch of new teams rock up. People who never played TF2 competitively before, and they had fun, which was good. Of course, we're sort of at a crossroads as far as Land Smash goes, whether we go full on esports route again, or we just keep with the casuals and target with the casual market. I don't know. I'm sure there's a balance there. We're going to find out, and we'll just keep on trucking through. Had some DC++ issues. I think that's about the only major network thing we had go wrong. DC++ is just a file sharing program. The only reason we really sort of encourage the use of that is that we just don't want people having Windows file shares. In fact, we, pretty much through our network configurations, we stop most of the Windows file shares. And that's just to, try and keep the network sane just for video games. I mean, Land Smash is a video game event, and the network is there just for games. So I don't know. The DC++ server we use is this really old Linux server, and every once in a while one of these new fancy clients kills it. But by the end of Saturday night, I just had enough, and I didn't really want to mess with that at all. So sorry for those that were trying to download Steam patches, etc. I know the tech drive's a little slow sometimes, but I don't know. We'll have to figure out what we're going to do in the future with that. But overall, Saturday, it was a fun event. I think it was just a solid Land Smash. Sunday, of course, was a lot more low-key as far as the PC side goes. And we had a few gamers rock up just on the Sunday. We've changed the pricing scheme now. So before it was, $25 for the whole weekend and $15 for the Sunday or Saturday. We've changed it now, so it's $15 for the Saturday and $10 for the Sunday. All that means is that we get less money. So that Sunday is cheaper for PC gamers and for all gamers. And I don't know. It went. Sunday's always going to be a much more low-key event than the Saturday, and that's fine. But I think we can do better with sort of running some more tournaments and things like that, just fun tournaments on the Sunday. We had some ideas that we wanted to do, but no one was available to do them. So I think that's sort of a failure on my behalf, because I need to try and encourage more tournament admins. Basically, I got to try and help gamers that they want to help out. I got to try and make it easier for them to do it. So we know how to run fairly decent tournaments. We just got to teach some people who want to play, who want to run them. So it's just something I'm going to have to look into, for future events, and to try and train more of a I guess not so much admin team, but a game tournament admin team, because to run a tournament, you really need a dedicated person just doing that, and you have to support them. So we're going to look into that and try and, do the best we can with that. Street Fighter wise, Marvel wise, the fighters, of course, on Sunday were very strong. We had over 50 competitors, a whole bunch of new faces rock up, and so thanks to Slapper and High for setting up and well, not so much setting up, but for running the tournaments. It was great. It was, it went fairly smooth. We ran over time, of course, which I knew we were going to run over time for fighting games, because we just compressed Street Fighter so much. It went fairly well. Everyone was happy. The biggest problem we had there, and for other games as well, is that because of the venue we're at, there's no food on site. We sell drinks and other little nibblies and things like that, but there's nowhere, there to get a quick bite. So we're going to have to look at better solutions for that, and I think we're going to start ordering in more food. Got a couple of ideas for that for the next event. Rang up a couple of places on the Sunday to see if they can take in, bulk orders. So what do I think we'll do for future events is that we'll take orders in and keep it really simple, like $10 an order or something like that, and keep the choices limited. And so you can only like an example is like whether it's pizza or burgers or curry or whatever, something easy that we'll go one vendor and say to games, if you want a pizza or if you want a burger or something, put your order in here, pay us now, we'll go get it for you and bring it back. And I think that would really speed up tournaments a lot, because a whole bunch of people, rightly so, were playing from 11 to 2, starving, and went off to go get food, which slows down the tournaments. So, but that's our biggest issue there, and that's just because of the venue location. There's, we'll sort that out though. And Street Fighter, etc., went really, really well. And yeah, it was a great day. I mean, we had streaming as well. We streamed the entire event, which was, I think, pretty good. We can do a whole lot better with that. The noise levels, the volume levels were way out with the speakers, with the microphones, and it came out distorted for majority of the weekend. But that's okay. We'll get that sorted, and that's just getting more people to do. To be on the back end stuff. Thanks to Gamestar as well, came around to shoutcast the COD 4 tournament on the Saturday, which was great. Smash wise was a little bit sort of on the back burner, I think, this event. I think Anthony, so thanks to Anthony Weiss for organising that. I think he's a little bit tired. He just moved house, etc. So the Queensland Smash community, yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that. They're a bit of a. I think it's just Smash in general. That's just from an outsider's perspective looking at it. Is that it's still a strong game. It's that they're just on the end of this sort of life cycle, and they know the next version of Smash is going to be out on the Wii U, next console. So we're just sort of waiting for that to come. Yeah, but overall, great event. Thanks to all that came. Thanks to all that volunteered and helped out. Shout outs to Franger for sticking around, and who, he was a trooper, because Idiot was out all night Saturday night, all night Friday night, and but thanks anyway for coming and helping bring all the gear back to my place. Between Franger, Master Seal, and I, we were able to bring back all the Land Smash equipment in one trip, which was just crazy. It's great because it saves me from having to take time off my work on Monday to go back to the venue and bring more gear back, which is really, really cool. So yeah, overall, it's a great event. We're going to be doing a little bit more retrospective on how Winter Smash went. Anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for listening to Ramble, etc. And I'll see you guys later.